Famous investor Warren Buffett once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Hello and welcome. I'm going to talk about why you should be a long-term investor and the financial benefits it will offer you on your journey of generating wealth. Investing is a long-term game. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about putting your money to work for you over time. And the best way to do so is to invest for the long term. Here are a few reasons why you should be a long-term investor. The stock market has historically trended upwards over the long term. Sure, there have been ups and downs along the way, but over the long term, the stock market has gone up. This is because businesses grow over time. They make more money, which means they're worth more, and when businesses are worth more, their stock price goes up. For example, the S&P 500 index, which tracks the stock performance of 500 large US companies, has returned an average of 10% per year for the last 50 years. This means that if you invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 50 years ago, it would be worth over $200,000 today. Time is your friend when it comes to investing. The longer you invest, the more time your money has to grow. This is because of compound interest. Compound interest is when you earn interest on your interest. So the longer you invest, the more interest you earn, and the more your money grows. For example, let's say you invested $10,000, you will earn an averaged annual return of 8% if you invest for 10 years. Your investment will be worth $16,000. But if you invest for 20 years, your investment will be worth $32,000. You'll be less likely to panic sell when the stock market takes a dip. It can be tempting to sell your investments, but if you're a long-term investor, you'll be less likely to do this. You'll know when the market will eventually go back up, and if you sell your investments when the market is down, you'll lock in your losses. For example, in 2008, the stock market lost over 50% of its value. Many people panicked and sold their investments. But if you had held your investments, you would have had eventually made money. The stock market has since recovered and is now at an all-time high. So if you're thinking about investing, I encourage you to take a long-term view. Don't try to get rich quick, invest for the long term, and let your money work for you. Here are a few tips for long-term investing. First is invest regularly. The best way to invest for the long term is to invest regularly. This means investing a fixed amount of money on a regular basis, such as every month or every fortnight. This will help you average out your costs and reduce the risk of buying at the wrong time. Invest in diverse portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Instead, invest in a diverse portfolio of stocks and other assets such as bonds that you decide that this will help reduce your risk and give you a better chance of achieving your financial goals. It is also important to rebalance your portfolio. As your investments grow, you'll need to rebalance your portfolio to make sure that you're still meeting your risk and investment objectives. This means you might have to sell out of some of your winners and buy into some of your losers. But again, that decision is up to you on how you want to balance your portfolio. Investing for the long term can be a great way to reach your financial goals. By following these tips, you can increase your chances of success. And here are some statistics that support the claim. The S&P 500 has returned an average of 10% per year over the last 50 years, and a study by Vanguard found that investors who invest regularly and stay invested for the long term are more likely to reach their financial goals. Another study by Fidelity found that a diversified portfolio of stocks and bonds can reduce your risk by up to 50%. It's also important to hear from prominent figures in the investing space, such as, "Time is a friend of a wonderful company and the enemy of the mediocre," said Charlie Munger. "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now," which is a Chinese proverb. These quotes all emphasize the importance of investing for the long term. The stock market is volatile in the short term, but over the long term, it has historically trended upwards. By investing for the long term, you can ride out the ups and downs of the market and come out ahead. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe to Business Ventures and leave your thoughts on how your portfolio is tracked and what your style of investing is.